This is problem number 17 on page 79, and I'm going to show how to do this one using both methods, the algebraic method and the graphic method. So first of all, algebraically, when we solve that way, we've already got the absolute value isolated, so I'm just going to take out the expression and set it equal to positive and negative 2/3 so that I can find the critical points, so that I can plot the critical points and test intervals. So I'm going to clear the fractions. So I'll have t minus 3 equals 2 and t equals 5. And on this side I will have t minus 3 equals negative 2. So t equals, adding 3 to both sides, positive 1. So those are my two critical points. Plot them. Here's, say, a positive 1, positive 5. I'm going to put in 0 as a reference. Because this is a less than or equal to, these are going to be solid points. Okay, an easy value to test in the original inequality is substituting in a 0 for t. And as you can see, if I have 1/3 of 0 minus 1, the absolute value of that expression is that less than 2/3. This is a 0. Absolute value of negative 1 is 1. And 1 is not less than 2/3. So anything in this interval with 0 is not included in the solution set. So everything in here should be. And if you test a high value up here, like say I test 9 to the right, it won't work. Anything between 1 and 5 will. So my solution is that 1 is less than or equal to t, which is less than or equal to positive 5. Okay, now, the same problem done graphically, what I've got to do is I've got to get this to be a 1t instead of a 1/3 t. So if I take that expression, the 1/3 t minus 1, and I factor the 1/3 out to the front, I'll have a t, a single 1t in here, and when I divide 1 by 1/3, I get 3. Okay, just as a side note, 1 divided by 1/3 equals 1 times 3, or 3. So if you distribute this back, you have 1/3 t and a 1/3 times negative 3 to be your negative 1. Okay, so now I know this is equal to the absolute value of 1/3 times the absolute value of t minus 3. And let's put that, the rest of this inequality back in. So there's no variable here. This is just the absolute value of 1/3. It's a number. So I have 1/3 times the absolute value of t minus 3 is less than or equal to 2/3. Now, when you get this step, you can actually just go straight from the first step to here, or straight from here to here. Okay, so now I've got to isolate the absolute value of t minus 3, so I need to get rid of this 1/3. So I'm going to multiply, I'm going to divide by 1/3, I multiply both sides by 3. Okay, and this becomes a big fat 1. And I've got the absolute value of t minus 3 is less than or equal to 2. Okay, so if I read this the way that we read an absolute value problem, this says I'm looking for a number or a range of numbers t whose distance from 3 is less than or equal to 2. So my middle value is a positive 3, because remember this is subtractive format. And I'm looking for numbers less than or equal to 2 away from that. So I'll find the numbers exactly 2 away from that. This is a 1. And this is a 5. And those are the critical points, just like we got using the algebraic method, which this one might be easier for this problem. It's up to you. So where are the numbers that are less than 2 away from 3? They're all in this interval. in here. So same answer, of course, no matter which way you solve it. And that's it.